The new patch is here, which means FC26 has completely changed. And today I have found the best meta tactics to help you go 15-0 like never before. For cheap, fast, and reliable FC26 coins, use MMOEXP.com. The link is down below. And use the code MATTHD to get 8% off your order. You can even buy players and packs too. Now, these first tactics are from some of the best players in the world. These are insanely aggressive, they're fast-paced, and these could change your life in Ultimate Team. And in the new patch, these are devastatingly fun as well. You play some rock and roll FIFA playing with these tactics, let me tell you. Now, these are actually the official tactics as well on the best players text who uses these now on the post-patch. These are utterly devastating. However, what tactics do you need? Well, the formation here is going to be the 4-4-2 flat. Super strong in the new post-patch, guys. And after testing these myself, with more days now since the patch is released, I can tell you these are ridiculous. Now, to my surprise here in the post-patch, it seems like short passing is definitely back. I tried balance here, counter, obviously short passing, and short passing is actually back in this new meta. With the new patch coming out, guys, defenders now leave more gaps as AI is not as dominant. Thank you, EA Sports, for doing that, by the way. Which also means more opportunities are going to arise, especially in a two-striker formation. So short passing is definitely the one. Now, with a lot of people going 60 depth, 50 depth, playing quite deep in the post-patch, we're going to counter that right here with unbelievably 95 on extreme. This means you can get in behind the defense like never before. You're always on the front foot looking to attack straight away when you get that ball back. And from kickoff, by the way, this tactic is scoring me more goals than ever early on. So 4-4-2 flat, short passing, and 95 extreme. And as always, these tactics work with any budget. Now, for the goalkeeper position here, guys, you definitely want to go with sweeper keeper there. And of course, try and have the roll plus. It always helps. The sweeper keeper balance is still definitely meta. What else is meta, though, is this in the new patch, guys. You want to go here with fullback and not balance, though. You want defend, because playing that kind of high line at 95, you want to make sure your defense is a solid unit. They're not going out of position too much in defense, and thus leaving less gaps in defense on the counter. Make sure to go with fullback and defend for both of your fullbacks here. And again, if you've got the roles, even better. Defender and defend, you guessed it, on both of these centre backs. No changes there. That's still the meta with the new patch. There is a defense, so on the goalkeeper, 5 roles done. Now, where things go differently to my last 4-4-2 is here. So on the wing here, guys, you want to go for inside full balance on both of these options. They do like to cut inside quite a lot, so the finesse shots here are really nice. Try and get a finesse shot extraordinaire. With that playstyle, even better with the finesse shot plus. I think my SBC Ronaldinho does have that playstyle, so even better there. But this tactic of inside full balance is stunning. It keeps it back to basic, and with a new patch, if you want to get used to the patch quickly, these are the tactics for you. Now, where things get interesting, though, is here. Playmaker is actually broken in the post-patch with this specific tactic. It works so well in creating more opportunities than in the previous patch. Playmaker roaming here is unreal. Now, the weird thing is about this new patch, guys, it feels a bit more like the release launch of the game, where it was a bit more quick. Dribbling seems a bit more responsive again, which is great for players like me who love to dribble past defenders all the time. But playmaker roaming here is honestly so broken it seems glitch. However, where things go differently is here, though. For the player role on this right centre mid, you want to have deep lying playmaker there and build up. Now, I brought Pedri back into the fold here because having a player with at least plus on this position is really vital. A plus even better. Do they have too much importance? I probably think they do, but still, honestly, it makes a big difference. So deep line playmaker then build up really makes this team tick. They're always looking for the outlet on the right-hand side there. They can ping a pass quickly to the strikers. They're really important in this formation, especially on build-up, by the way. Don't go deep line playmaker and defend. Go for build-up in this formation. Now then, the two strikers, though, are simply going to be back to basic again. Advance forward here and attack, and advance forward and attack on both. I've got Totti and luckily Cruyff. Totti's beyond broken, by the way. But these tactics are so fast-paced, it's hilarious. If you're down in a game and you want to try some new tactics, these could be for you as well. But honestly, if you want to get ahead in the game early, these are ridiculously fun. Big thanks to my old friend Tex here. These are honestly crazy. This is how the tactics shape with the ball this is how they shape without the ball. They're very fun, super quick to use, and easy to learn as well, by the way. Keep playing patient in the new post-patch, guys. And of course, if you do need the code, there it is, the code for you there. We always show you it. Enjoy it. Let me know how you get on with these. However, we have got 2 more broken tactics to show you. How about the next tactics that are honestly beyond broken with the new patch that make you find passing lanes you might have not found before in this game? These are outrageous. You are going to want to try these. A massive thank you to my subscribers in Discord sending me these. They are from a guy called Dan FIFA Chat, link down below to him. He discovered these and they're honestly so fun in the brand new patch. He also just went rank 1 with these in the previous patch and they're still just as broken. So it's going to be the 4-3-1-2. Yes, this formation returns to greatness in the new patch. It really does with this new update. Again, with AI being so less dominant now, you are going to find those passes like you won't believe with these. And it's even got 2 strikers up top. You know they're going to be great. To my surprise, after testing these myself, Counter was definitely the best play here. Because of how quickly this team gets forward in these specific tactics, they will blow any opponent away with their sheer aggression going forward on each attack. Counter here works best. Obviously, 4-3-1-2 formation. Now, the best play here for the defensive approach is, again, going to be extreme. A bit low, though. I found 91 to be the best for me here, guys, specifically. Just above high, 91 extreme again, like the last tactics, albeit a bit lower than 95, but 91 there works really well. So 4-3-1-2, counter, and 91 on defensive approach. Play roles, though, is where things go crazy. Goalkeeper defend for the goalkeeper position. Fullback and balance on these tactics work well because it gives you here another layer when attacking, gives that option on the right hand side, gives it extra width when you need it, because obviously it's a more narrow formation, hence why I went for fullback and balance on this tactic. Now where things go mad is as follows. The first time of the year, guys, we're not going to choose defender defend. We are going to go with stopper. Stopper balance actually works really well in the new post patch. And because it's got the extreme defensive approach already, these guys are now looking to step forward there from the defensive line to make those tackles. Their aggression is really high. And obviously having counter on already, it adds to that by complementing that defensive approach, by having the stopper roll on. It works so well together as a team. Hence why stopper there is definitely the best play in the 4-3-1-2. Left back, though, we're going to go for wing back and balance on this position. Again, they do push up field here, these fullbacks, all the meanwhile tracking back really quickly. And saying that, even if you lose the ball here with your fullback, that left centre mid of Abili always tracks back as well to get the ball back quickly. Not too much, you know, she's still keeping her position most of the time. But if Carlos loses the ball, Abili gets so many interceptions, guys, and picks in that midfield position. It's a joke. She works so well there. But that role there is lovely. Wing back and balance is very broken and overpowered in the new patch here. Now, for the left centre mid spot here, guys, you definitely want to go with deep line playmaker and build up. It's still very meta in the post patch. And in these tactics, it works so well because they're still a bit defensive minded, but they're always looking to be aggressive and getting the ball forward as quickly as possible to either the cam or the strikers very quickly. And something I've learned recently a lot to improve my game is passing back if you haven't got an option going forward, guys, which every now and then can happen, isn't the worst idea because more gaps become open and you can restart the attack. The 4-3-1-2 is very good, guys, for that. You know, passing back from the cam to center mid every now and then is really good option because people don't really expect it. People expect people to always attack on the front foot, go forward non-stop. But sometimes, honestly, passing back is the best play in this game to reset. Anyway, deep line playmaker and build up on the left center mid. Same can be said for my central center mid here. Deep line playmaker and build up again. Roles obviously have them if you can, but still, Pedri there is a dream in this formation. He makes everything tick. This formation, guys, really essentially has like a quarterback at this center mid role here for Pedri, always looking for that front pass. This formation is so good. Now, interestingly, though, we do need a bit more defense here. So on the right center mid, the best option here is definitely holding and defend. This brings me back to like a 4-2-3-1 from last year, which is really good formation. But holding, the forgotten play role, is back with the bang in the new patch. This is a great one for interceptions, guys, for being that defensive anchor in this team, which is needed with obviously the 2 fullbacks attacking at will. You do need one of these midfielders to be able to defend, and holding defend here helps massively. This player is hugely clutch all the time. Now, to my surprise as well, playmaker here wasn't the best option, a cam. We're going to go with Shadow Striker and attack at this role. It's a stupidly overpowered role, guys. in the new update here. Give it a go, you'd be shocked. Shadow Striker and attack at this role is massively important. They're looking to get close to the strikers. Their intricate passes here are key. And you're going to get so many goals with that roll on this cam position. So do make sure they can actually score with at least like 87 finishing and good passing, of course, as a cam. As you can see, Ronaldinho there is the perfect player. However, the final two positions are as follows. Advance forward for the right striker and attack. And of course, the same for the left striker. Again, that is super meta, guys. Advance forward is pretty much never not meta. That's what I'm going for there. It works so strongly in game. I love these different tactics, so and I think you will too. However, this how it shapes, guys, with the ball. It's pretty much got 4 players in midfield there. Hence why the holding player there is really vital to step back when needed. But as you can see, the options in this team are a joke. These two deep line playmakers are always looking to get the attacks kicked off. And they're always looking for those key passes. All the meanwhile, I've got a good left option if I want to get more width on the attacking Carlos. And my two strikers are always getting open in the new patch. Thank God AI is not as powerful, by the way. That's how it is without the ball, though. Very structured in defense. And that's how it is with the ball. Superb. And if you do need the tactic code for these 4-3-1-2 tactics, be my guest. There they are. One more tactic to go. I never thought I'd say this, guys, but the 4-3-2-1 might just be back in the new patch. These are a joke. These are tactics as well from pro level players and elite players, guys. You're going to want to try these, trust me. So the formation will be the 4-3-2-1. That's the one you want to go with. In the new patch, it works really well in attack and scores a lot of goals per game, probably more than you're used to. Great for passing as well. Short passing is going to be the option here on the build-up style. It's the best one. You can do loads of tiki-taka in this formation, guys, and you can also play in the counter, even though you haven't got counter on here. Short passing is best play. However, with this 4-3-2-1, seems like 61 is the best defensive approach. A big thank you to Frenzy here as well for these tactics. They are such brilliant tactics. You're going to love them. However, 4-3-2-1, short passing, 61. Now, goalkeeper defend is the play here for the goalkeeper. In this formation, it works well, it's balanced, it's safe, it's reliable, and you can't go wrong. Fullback defend, though, is what you want because your attackers attack so aggressively, you need to have your defense be defensive. Fullback and defend on both your fullbacks. Have some strong, quick fullbacks there, guys. Don't stray away from someone having pace. Keep having pacey left back and right backs. These two are amazing. Defender and defend, though, as a player rolls there. For my two centre backs, that is the best play. And this is almost like, though, a variant of the 4-5-1, which, as you know, is still very meta. But it's a bit of a different way. It's a bit more of a less ratty formation, this one. Even though it looks like a 4-5-1 in game, it plays differently. Now, holding defend is what you want to go with here on the central midfielder. You need that insurance at that position as they are a bit deeper, and you should definitely go with that. It's the best play there. Holding defend on this player. Now they're going to go with deep line playmaker, and you guessed it, build up. When you get in this position, make sure to ping those passes to your right cam or left cam. These two centre mids will not miss a pass if you got those rolls on. We're going to go same again, though. Deep line playmaker, guys, and build up. For the left centre mid and right centre mid works best. Now, this is where things get interesting, though. Playmaker and build up on both of your two left and right cams in this formation. It reminds me a lot of the 4-3-2-1 from like FIFA 17 to maybe FIFA 19, which was very overpowered back then. And this formation, man, is truly back in the new patch. They do drop a bit deeper to get the ball there, but that makes them more connected to my midfielders, which again causes more goals, which is what you all want to go 15-0 here. So playmaker and build-up, guys, on these two cams is definitely the one. And then, of course, advance forward and attack. Now, this is how it shapes, guys, with the ball. It's a bit more of a front-running 4-5-1 style, but these two left mids do play a bit higher up in game. It's very, very hard to break down. Very good defensive formation, this one. All the meanwhile, they look to get forward so quickly with the ball, it's a joke. Again, these seem a bit glitched in game as to how good they are. Give them a try, though. That's how it is without the ball. That's how it is with the ball. As always, if you guys do need the code for this amazing 4-3-2-1 tactic, there is the code for you. Now, comment down below which tactic is your favorite. Which one are you getting along with the best in game in the new patch? And what are you making of the new patch? Comment down below. Leave a like if you want to go 15-0 in this weekend league. Subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next big video, man.